excited to share with you what we do in our household with our picky eaters. Our one child seems to be pickier than the rest, but they all are picky in their own right. So we've done a lot of the, no dessert or no treats during movie time, and none of those seem to work. And what we had discussed as a couple was to really showcase the value that food has. So what we started to do with our kids, our two older kids, is we started putting our money, our loose change, in a jar. And whenever the children do a chore like, clear the table or set the table or load the dishwasher or so on and so forth, they get paid a quarter or 50 cents per chore. And we have a list of chores in our kitchen that each child has, and they've decided which chore they want to do. And we find that really effective. So what we do actually with that money for their allowance is they collect the money from doing the chore and it goes into their jar. So this is Jameson's jar, this is Josh's jar. Now, every breakfast, lunch, and dinner in our home, each child has to pay for their meal. So breakfast is $2, lunch is $3, and dinner is $5. And what this does for the children is it gives them an opportunity to learn the value of money, but also they count out their quarters and their nickels and their dimes, and they figure out how much they have to pay. So when each child pays, they take it out of their jar, it goes back into what we call our bank jar. Now, this is the good part. So the incentive for the children to finish their dinner and eat those maybe vegetables or that meat that they don't necessarily like, their incentive is if they finish everything or at least try everything, they get their money back. So they're starting to understand that everything that they put into their mouths and everything that we cook and prepare for them has a dollar amount attached to it. So when Josh finishes his breakfast, his lunch, his dinner, he gets all his money back, goes into his jar. At the end of the month, we get to go out to the store. He can buy whatever he likes with his money. Same thing with Jameson. Every time, she finishes a meal, then that money goes back into her jar. She gets to purchase something that she really wants. So it's been really effective. There has been some hiccups along the way, but I mean, if we don't finish all of our potatoes or our broccoli or whatever it is, then that just costs that child $5, which is a lot of chores to make up of. So it's been really effective. We've only had a couple of hiccups. And another thing I wanted to share, what we do in our family is we give both of our children, or all four of our children rather, the Juice Plus chews. And these chews are basically fruit and vegetable powders that are put into a yummy chew. They're so delicious, I have to hide them from my husband. They're a yummy chew. They're totally vegan, so they're made actually with tapioca syrup instead of gelatin. And you can see there's the fruit one. And what I love so much about this is that the more the children eat these, the more they're getting cabbage and kale and broccoli and tomatoes into their bodies, the more their bodies are going to crave those fruits and veggies. So I've said this before with my youngest children, the twins, they've been taking Juice Plus since they were just over a year old. And this past summer, I was out on our tower garden picking some kale for our dinner, and my youngest twin asked me for some kale and ate raw kale right off the tower garden. And I thought, wow, that's so cool. He loves kale. What kid loves kale? But then I looked at, our ingredients here, and one of the ingredients in the garden blend is kale. So you have carrot and cabbage and kale, rice bran, broccoli, beet, tomato, parsley, spinach, and oat bran. So they're getting all of the variety of those vegetables into their bodies every single day. As well, in the orchard blend, you have apple, cranberry, orange, cherry, pineapple, peach, and papaya. So every single day, all 4 of my kids are getting a variety of 17 fruits and vegetables directly into their bloodstream. And that's so exciting for our family. So whether you want to start the Juice Plus, you can message me and ask me more details about it. And we do have, excuse me, a great program called the Children's Health Study where you're able to sponsor your child for absolutely free for 4 years. So that's really, really cool for big families saving money. Or try the money jar thing out and see how that works in your family. So hopefully I've been able to share some tips and tricks with you, and hopefully you have a great day.